Doo-doo-doo. Hello everybody and welcome back to the TalkNoJutsu podcast. This is going to be episode 3, and in this episode we're going to go over Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, episode 101, entitled Jugo's Reinforcements. I'll be your host today. My name is Cole. With me I have Sky over to the left on the camera.
What's up?
And then Jesse on the far left on the camera.
How's it going, guys?
Yep. Today, like I said, we're going to watch the episode. We're going to do some live reactions, commentary like we did last week. And then we're going to talk a little bit about it and then take a break and talk more about it. So let's dive right into it, everybody.
Let's go.
So I have it up. It says Jugo's Reinforcements. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. Push play. So we'll do a 3, 2, 1, play. When I say play,
Right.
do it, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, play.
He's getting bigger, dude.
He is bigger, dude. Look.
Yeah.
He's as big as,
getting,
he's as
real
tall
big.
as her.
It just gets me thinking to, like, you know, when she gets older, maybe, you know? We can talk about that, though, down the road.
Oh, yeah, like a time skip.
Yeah, it could get, like, big, Kamakichi type.
It's our man.
There he is.
Just like that. It's gone.
あんたね、子供相手に。
先に手を出したのはあいつでしょ。
すみれ。誰だてめえら。委員長に何しやがった。
Good thing Mitsuki's there because he knows him.
どういうこと？
Boruto's so
He's
confused.
all scared. Yeah, he's all
He's like,
sad.
how do y'all know these people? You taking adventures without me?
Pretty much. She got body, jeez.
疲労とショックで気を失ってるけど、命に別状
Is
は
that
な
a
い
new
よ。
haircut?
Yeah,
She always
dude.
have her side shaved.
Shave from the side.
She
No.
had that earlier.
Is that new hair? Does he have a new haircut?
No, Sugetsu's exactly the
I know.
same.
I know. I hate that he calls her class rep.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he's still.
It's kind of a lame name.
主員に感染。あっち行ってね。
What's on her wrist? Those shackles?
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
あいつサラダと話したいだけじゃないだろうな。
I'll have to look next time it comes
意
up.
外と牛に弱いんだね。
I'm gonna ask him about
可愛く
Sasuke.
ないよお前。
Oh, they look like cuffs from her shirt that she like
Fashion?
ripped off or
時期
something
目
like
が覚め
that.
ると思う。
Okay.
遠慮します。
What the hell?
That always was a weird way to heal people, I thought.
Yeah. He had like a shitload of bike marks.
Oh
on her,
yeah,
didn't she?
yeah, all over.
Jeez.
純吾君、
Here comes the big backstab dudes.
無理しないで。さ
I almost mistaken that for Suigetsu for a second.
I know the hair's a little similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a weird look.
Just
That
waiting
was a
for the
weird
eyes.
look.
Once
I
those
know.
eyes go
Waiting
mean,
for him to
dude.
just go mean, dude.
Did you just say he was born with it?
Yeah,
だか
Man.
らなるべく一人でいようとするんだよ
he's。part of his clan or something like that.
Didn't Sasuke hold him back though?
Yeah,
あい
Sasuke
つもそれ
definitely
で納
did.
得したんだ。
Or was it just being around Sasuke?
I think it could have been a bit of both, but I think Sasuke definitely held him back for a bit. Like especially when they
そ
first
こ
met
に
him.
他人が中途半端に踏み込むのは
Oh shoot!
あの時
There it is.
Bro, he's just like his dad. He gives somebody a nickname and he doesn't ever call him anything else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Super Gramp Sage?
Yeah. Pervy Sage.
Pervy Sage. Even when Jiraiya was dying, it was still Pervy Sage.
Yeah.
Damn. Finessed.
Worked out way too well.
どうだった。ヌエのコントロールがうまくいかなかった
Stop with the class rep, dude. Yeah, class rep. Every time Sugetsu speaks, I just hear his dubbed voice, that little like.
Oh man, I can't even remember what it sounds like. It's been so long.
Yeah, I remember it so. Like, I just hear it when he's
なん
talking.
か不自然だよ。つかず
Bro,
離れず
if Sogetsu gets in trouble and Boruto has to save him, I'm gonna be sad.
I don't think he will. I think Sugetsu's
what?
too good now.
Oh,
It's-
Sugetsu's powerful. Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
he's way too powerful. Like, there's no way he gets. Maybe there's something like small, but. Boruto-kun? I'm liking the serum being placed pretty right next to the beds.
Too convenient.
Some pretty heavy metal music, man.
Yeah.
How do you even know it's the serum though? What if it's bull crap?
Oh, they may have heard the twins say something about it, maybe. Because the twins
Yeah.
definitely said something not too long ago.
I know,
Yeah,
but
they did.
twins could be lying.
That's true.
My dude thought it was that easy, huh?
You
Okay.
can't take out Konohamaru that easy.
Yeah. I
I
mean, Jugo did, but that's just me. Like,
It's a trap, dude. I know that guy's bad, man.
he's decent. He's got a good head on him. He's an animal lover.
He's an animal lover.
It's like they got ran over. It's like tire marks on their face. Look at that.
This is hyping up to like be an ending. I can't. It's got to
I
keep
know,
going.
dude. Oh no, what are you doing, sir? Oh.
I told you. I told you.
Oh man. Oh gosh, she was super evil. Oh jeez.
Oh.
Holy
New
cow.
ending.
Yeah, there's a new opening and ending. We'll probably go over them like after the break. I
Wait, was it a
imagine.
new opening?
Yeah, we skipped over it though. We'll go over it after the break, I think. All right, real quick, what did you guys think? Very first thoughts. What do you got, Jesse?
You know, it started out a little slow, obviously, because we're building up to something. I like to see Suigetsu back. He's cocky, ignorant as usual, but he's still got that liking to him that I like. I think he's a really cool character just in general, kind of how he does what he does. We got to see his little, water jutsu that he can do. You know, how we used to see when Karin used
Yeah.
to smack him, and
Smack him in the head.
turn
and
his
stuff.
head into water. Like, that was just cool. So, yeah, I think the start was pretty good. I mean, it's nice to see them. Sarada got to speak with Karin, a little more, and and kind of touch base there. And then we also seen that New is a little uncontrollable. So
He was
which we
bigger.
kind
He was
of-
definitely bigger as well,
he's
though.
definitely bigger, but yeah, he's a little uncontrollable. So that's kind of the main things I seen, starting out in this episode.
All right, what you
So
got,
it was
Sky?
pretty interesting.
Just that the freaking hat man, binoculars boy, backstabbed him. Literally backstabbed him.
Literally, he literally did.
Dude, I never felt good about that guy even from the beginning. I knew he was sus, man. It's like, dude, this guy doesn't like birds. Are you kidding me?
Like I say, man, if that's what I was saying. I was like, yo, if he, I trust him. If he backstabs me here, I can't trust anybody anymore. And it's looking to be that way, man.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
what did it in for me, and I know we talked about this last time. It was either the first episode or last episode, but when he was standing on the water, he was doing some ninjutsu, bro. This
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
That chakra
Oh,
control.
you're right. It's just that small little detail that you pick up.
Dang.
But
What-
yeah, I don't know. Other than that,
One of the things I was thinking of is when they first showed the syringes, I was thinking, were those the same ones that Jugo was using? Or maybe it's a modified version of them. Maybe they did steal them in advance. So I think this definitely does put Mr. Tosaka or whatever his name is. I think he definitely was the one that stole them, right? Like, it's probably a given at this point. He's probably the one that stole them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, his henchman, right? I mean,
Yeah. Any one of them, they definitely stole them, and that's probably where they got these bad boys, these syringes they have here. Either the
Well,
same
okay,
things
I got
or
a question.
reverse engineered.
So were the two syringes that he used to stab Boruto and Soigetsu different from the other two that were in the other room with the two girls?
No, they weren't. They didn't look any different, though.
No, they looked the exact
I
same.
thought they were the
so-
same.
Yeah. Well, they could have a couple different things, in there. One could have NyQuil and one could have DayQuil. You know what I mean? It's the night and day thing. They
Yeah.
could make,
That's true,
one makes
that's
them
true.
tired, the other is just kind of
They
does the job. Yeah.
They definitely
So-
look the same, but you're right, though. They might have something different. Because I'm looking at them right now. Yeah, I think I think they're the same, but they probably might have just did something different, or maybe if you don't have a curse mark, it really screws with you or something. I don't know.
Huh.
But yeah,
It's definitely it's definitely a relaxant type, you know.
yeah, that makes sense
So,
too, because it kind of calmed down the curse mark. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna jump back more into this episode, into more discussions with the episode. We're also gonna kind of go over the new intro and a little bit of the outro as well. We're not gonna play them though for the show, so we can avoid any of those copyrights. But we'll watch them during the break as well, so we can get an idea of them and give our opinions on them. But anyway, we'll see you guys in just a bit. All right, everybody, welcome back from our break. We're just gonna jump right into it. We watched the intro, we watched the outro. Super, super, super good. Very satisfied. Best intro so far, in my opinion. Real good. What do you think, Sky?
I would have to agree, and I think we spoke about this already, but I think one of the highlights for me is when Konohamaru is kind of destroying everybody. So I wonder if that's going to be like a little foreshadowing to what's going to come. Because I mean, like from all the other Naruto and then Boruto intros, it seems like whatever the intro is about, things that happen in the intro, it seems to usually happen during the arc of whatever's going on at that point. So
I don't know.
Yeah,
the
the exception's the last one.
Man.
The last one,
Oh,
man.
that's true. That's true.
Like, I don't know, because I was expecting some ice giant fight with the last one. We didn't even get any of that.
Get some eyeball action, you know.
Yeah.
But no.
None of that. I mean, Jesse, what's your takeaways from the intro?
The takeaways from the past intro
I don't know.
to
Or
like
what
now,
do you think
or...
about this one? What's your favorite part about
That's
this
fine.
one?
That's fine. I'm thinking like I do enjoy, the music's good. I do enjoy seeing Naruto and Sasuke getting to it because let's be honest, a lot of these guys that let me put it this way: a lot of the times you're seeing Naruto and Sasuke fight these beings like this. Like, it just amazes me to see how high they set the bar for like the entire just Naruto verse as far as power goes. Like, that's just insane to me. That's just one thing that always just freaks me out, to be honest with you, because there's always somebody who's overstepping somebody, who's overstepping somebody else, who's overstepping somebody else. It feels like nobody's stopping these guys. You know what I mean? Like,
and
of
you even
course,
see them fighting a little bit too.
yeah, you
in
did.
One of the
I mean, yeah,
shots.
that's what I'm saying is, and this new, these people who they're fighting, it's got me, man. Like, again, I haven't, I wasn't really with the manga. I haven't, seen anything. I don't want to read anything too far yet. I just kind of want to ride with the anime, and I'm sure, a lot of people that have seen it kind of already know what's in store, but it's just, gosh, man, it's amazing. I mean, the takeaways from the last one to this one is we didn't get to see, the stuff that was in there, but the bonuses that we do is we get to see, who's doing what, and just kind of check on characters. It feels like that we don't really see all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just people that are there, the families and Choji and just
they did a good job
stuff
with that
like
one.
that. So yeah, exactly. I liked it. I mean, it was really good.
I think my
Really
favorite scene of the whole intro is the very beginning when it shows Boruto and Himawari. They're fighting all Hyuga style. I think it's so good. I don't know why. I just loved that part so much because I know a little bit about the Boruto manga, and like one of the things is like Hinata apparently trains Boruto how to use like gentle fist or something like that occasionally, and this kind of just shows it a little bit. Like you got Hinabi right there as well as Hinata, and their dad teaching him a little bit how to fight like Hyuga's. Even got the whole getup,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd agree. I mean, yeah, it's super cool. It just, again, like we always have touched on before, it just shows kind of how the Hyuga clan is now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Opposed to what it was.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's definitely cool to see that. So,
Anyway,
I think that's definitely
Yeah, and the outro. I mean, it's just a lot of fun visuals. I think, but I think probably the biggest takeaway from the outro was Mitsuki Sage Mode. I hope we see that.
Yeah.
I hope we see that real
that was
soon.
cool.
I loved the stage mode stuff from the original Naruto. When Jiraiya used it, when Naruto used it, and then when your favorite buddy Kabuto used it.
R.I.P. Right?
Legit though, I even loved it when Kabuto used it. So seeing Mitsuki use it, and it looks like it's a snake stage mode. I mean, of course that's what he does. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool. I mean, just seeing, we'll get to see it. I mean, we were really excited. We were close to seeing it until he got it,
Yeah.
snatched away by the
I know, we were
fisherman
teased there.
there.
We were
It
so
was
teased.
It was so cool. So, yeah, I'd agree with you. I mean, I like that out of the outro. It was a really good kind of depiction of their eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From
Yep.
the blue.
You got Boruto's
and to the
blue.
red.
Yep.
Yep. And then it was cool. Definitely cool.
Definitely. Well, great. Well, we're gonna talk about the episode, the crazy episode that it was. It starts out pretty chill, like we talked about earlier. Then it got super crazy when they all went Metal Gear Solid mode, infiltrating the base. Lots of crazy stuff happened then.
Lots.
lots of stuff. But before we get into that, we want to talk briefly about Karin and Suigetsu. And they are now way older, What kind of things could they be bringing to the table? We saw Suigetsu, he chopped his arm off just like he used to do. That's not really new. We saw his fist expand. That's kind of new. I'm sure he could probably do that back in Shippuden's timeline.
I
But
think was it when they infiltrated the castle, him and Sasuke, to get the sword back. Remember that?
yeah.
Maybe
Mm.
it's kind of vivid to me. I feel like that was kind of he expanded a little bit, but again,
he could have, yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, hey, it could be more powerful, right? So
Yeah.
anyway, sorry, continue.
And Karin, I never thought she was much of a fighter. I mean, she got the chakra. She's a lot of chakra in her. She's an Uzumaki. We know that. So I'm not sure what kind of things she could do. Hopefully she's got some crazy jutsus we never seen before. I don't know. I don't remember her fighting too much in the original series, though. What are your takes on their new abilities, Sky?
I don't know. I think it's cool. They've always so those three, when they were working with Sasuke, obviously, and Shippuden, when they were in the Akatsuki, those were always some of my favorite arcs to watch, just because they're all very diverse and yet they all work together. And I don't know, the relationship that Soigetsu and Karin have is definitely it's like a big sister little brother kind of situation. What
yep.
it seems like to me, but
I
I don't
agree.
know. I've always just liked those characters together. I've always liked watching those episodes. So it'd be really exciting to see what they do with when they get Jugo back as well. I'm assuming that in the next couple episodes, that's what it will be, is a fight for our boy Jugo.
That just made me think that we could see the three of them teaming up together and fighting again. That could be one of the finales of the whole arc or something like that. I know the arc's supposed to be pretty short, but I'm not sure how many episodes we have left. It's either 1 or 2 or something like that. But yeah, that could be a possibility.
They join up, all hell's breaking loose.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
dude.
saying that now.
It is going down.
With Konohamaru, it's over.
Yep.
Like, I don't care what technology you've got. Like, you just got to understand, will and power and training. Like, it seems like it's beaten everything that's just given, So.
Oh, yeah.
And see, a thought I had. This was a thought that came to me after. You see at the very end when Soigetsu and Boruto get stabbed by whatever the syringe is. But another question I have is, Soigetsu's body is made out of water. Can't he just do whatever he does and avoid this syringe?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, but I think he's got to focus his chakra in that area somewhat, or he got it. He usually, most of the time, it feels like he sees it coming, right?
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
A lot of the time he's turned into water is because he says some punchline and they turn around to slice at him.
That's a good
Yeah.
And
point.
he's kind of already. I'm thinking it's
He's on his
for
guard.
me. It feels
then.
like exactly, or it feels like back when you had the. I'm trying to think as far as. God, yeah, I can't even really think about it here. Probably have to just come back to it. But
It's okay. We can
as
come
far
back to
as
that.
no, yeah, that's fine. So
If you think of it, just go boom. I got it. Okay.
no, that's fine. You're good.
But yeah, like what Skylar was saying, he very well could be able to resist it, maybe a little bit anyway. Because the picture I have up right now, Boruto looks like he's already out. But Suigetsu's turning his head around, kind of yelling at the dude. So, I don't know. We'll see. I honestly don't know if they're going to get out. They probably won't get out right there. It might be something else. Maybe Jugo wakes up or something crazy or goes berserk again. But yeah. And then, a part of their whole Metal Gear Solid Ninja plan they had to save everybody, Mitsuki was going to go after Konohamaru. And we saw that Konohamaru was not in his bed. He was missing. And that must mean Mitsuki either got to him first or Konohamaru got the gist of what's going on and they took off. What do you think is going to go happen there? What do you got? What do you got for us, Jesse?
Thinking, Mitsuki's quick. I mean, he is like the most efficient child ninja out there. Child, right? Like,
yeah, dude, I agree.
Seriously, he is fast. He is, you tell him to do something, he's like that.
Yep.
He's not thinking about, is this moral? Is this not? It's like, no, like these guys told me to do it. Like, seriously, it's like, and a lot of times they're not telling him to, to kill somebody or something, but they're telling him what to do and he gets it done. So, but I'm going to use kind of intuition as Konohamaru. It feels like he's been resting a little too much. So I feel like it's kind of, this kind of brings me back to like Kakashi when he was resting. You know what I mean? Kind
in
of
the first arc.
Yeah, you remember back in Shippuden when Kakashi was resting.
Shippuden from the Kamui.
They brought like Yamato. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, of course it was for a reason, but still, it just feels like he's still healing a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh my gosh. So I'm thinking he's healed up. I'm thinking he got out, and I'm thinking he's with Mitsuki for sure. I mean, I think that, or he's close by. I mean,
so is this 100% Konohamaru or like 70% Konohamaru? Like, how ready do you think he is? Because they told us like 4 to 5 days or something. It's probably been 3 days timeline wise.
I'm thinking he's about 80. I think he's still kind of got a little roughed up on his face, possibly marks, or if he's at 100. I'm just saying, if he's at 100. Like, there's no way these guys are going. Like, there's there's no way they're going through with the plan. So he's got to be a little bit hurt, I feel, to kind of make this go by. And it's just unfortunate that Suigetsu and Boruto, kind of got the good old double trank going on. So, it was kind of like, that's what we were thinking, right? We're like, there's no way Suigetsu, how is he going to get knocked out? You know what I mean? Like, he sees something coming, he's water, and nope, boom. So, I'm thinking, to answer the question, we're saying 80%. Let's say 80. What do you think?
I think this next episode is going to be mostly Konohamaru and Mitsuki, unless Sarada and Karin pull off a miracle fight with whoever that twin is, but speaking of Mitsuki, I know we've talked a little bit about him. He's actually been one of the characters that's really grown on me. At the very start of the anime, I didn't really like him. He's very mysterious and kind of weird. But, after going through 100+ episodes of Boruto and seeing Mitsuki, and you're like, wow, this guy, like you were saying, Jesse, he doesn't really have a care in the world. You tell him to do something, and he goes and does it, whether there's immense danger there or not, you know what I mean? And he always has a smile on his face.
Yeah,
like,
I love it.
That's one thing I like about him too. Is it's like, dude, this guy doesn't even care one bit about anything. He's just happy. He's a happy-go-lucky ninja doing his job. So.
This guy, he's a synthetic. Okay.
He's a synthetic.
Bro, no, he's trying his very best to be as real as possible.
Oh, I know that. We've seen that with Sai, so I think it can happen. It can happen.
That's true. That was
Alright.
brainwashed, though. Is that different?
It's a little
brainwashed.
I'd say it's a little
different.
little different.
I mean, a little bit, because he can't really feel. You know what I mean? But I don't know. The brainwashing.
Does
they
Mitsuki
couldn't
even
feel
feel
either.
though? I don't know.
He feels happy.
He's happy. I
smiles.
guess. Good point. He looks happy.
Well, he had to have
Probably
felt
happy.
because he went with his own kind, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he definitely feels.
They had that
Well,
arc. Come on, guys.
he's
We
got
had
it.
that giant
He
arc
feels.
about.
I try
feeling
to
and
forget
things
about
like
that one.
Yeah, with that nasty heart that was ingrained
Oh,
in his chest.
yeah.
Whatever that was. It's nasty.
Well, that brings me
RIP, the old
to
guy.
the next thing I wanted to talk about, and I want to give it to Sky because he's been saying it since the very first episode of TalkNoJutsu that our man Tosaka, Binoculars man, he's not good. What do you think? What's your thoughts?
I'm upset that I was right, because Jesse Jesse kept planting the seed in my head, saying, "No, dude, he's just a scientist guy. He likes animals. He likes the birds." And I'm thinking in the back of my head, oh, God, maybe. But all the things we talked about and all the little, just the small, tiny details that we paid attention to up until this point, I'm like, dude, there's no way this guy's good. This guy's bad, dude. He's freaking bad, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I think we did hit most of the different little things that we noticed. Like, he has walking on the water, the way he went down that tree. He basically fell down the tree, but I don't know. During our break, Jesse was saying that this dude's probably secretly Jonin level. I don't know about that. We'll see. He very well could be. He very well could be. He played it off super, super well if he did, man. He is a great actor. Not only does he love the birds, but he's a great, great, great actor. You got to give him that for it.
Oh, I think another thing too is we kind of come to the conclusion that he was the one that stole the syringes.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, either him or those guys were lurking in the trees, but they are definitely in league on stealing those syringes. They knew they wanted them.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe this brings us right to the last thing we wanted to talk about, which is the Raptor Twins. That's our little nickname for them, is the Raptor Twins. I don't know about these guys. I really don't. I mean, the whole fight that we're gonna have next time with Sarada and Karin versus one of them, and then Sumier versus by herself, only fighting just the one. I don't know if that's gonna work out too well. I kind of think Karin's gonna be like, if there's only one here. I mean, she kind of already said a little bit, but she's like, oh, there's only one here. Something else is going on. We gotta get there. So they might just dip and just go find Sumier. That was kind of some of my thoughts with that. We'll see what happens, but I think these guys might be out of commission after this real quick. Maybe Karin and Sarada are able to escape, but Konohamaru and Mitsuki, I think, are the ones going to clean everything up for us in the end.
No, I would think so too. That's one of the things about these twins is we don't even know anything about them. You know what I mean? They came and now they're working with the bad guys.
Yeah,
and that's all we know. There's nothing even. So what I think is, and this is just a prediction, this could be way, way far out there, but I think that Karin actually knows him. I think that if they're messing with the curse mark and stuff, obviously that's Orochimaru's field, and I think that she has some connection to him. She knows them or knows of them or knows of what they're doing. So obviously I think that, Binoculars guy's been studying at least Jugo for a while, or knows about Jugo, and if you know about Jugo, you have to know about the other two, because they're
probably
all comrades. So, but I don't know. That was just a thought I had. I could be completely wrong though. So,
I like it. Good, nice thoughts. Those left field thoughts could happen sometimes. I mean, I was on the boat with Tasaka being a good guy, but hey, here he is. So you're right. You could be right. And I think she was the one that noticed that there wasn't twins, though, right? So maybe it was another indicator that she did notice that they weren't together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out next time. But now we're gonna go ahead and watch the next time on Boruto thing, and then just briefly give our opinions, our theories, the things that might happen next time. I'm gonna look for it. I think I'm just about there. Yeah, I'm pretty much there. For like one more second, maybe. Alright, yeah, I'm good. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
ごめんね、ボルト君。何もかも全ては研究のためなんだ。
まさか最初から任務のふりして俺たちを騙してたのか。
ジューゴ君の持つ呪印はオリジナル。とっても貴重な上に未知な部分も多くてね。まさに最高の研究対象だよ。
次回ボルトナルトネクストジェネレーションズ乱戦。てめえの勝手のために15さんを好きにさせてたまるかよ。
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot to unpack from that little bit we got.
Seriously.
I mean, real quick, it looked like Wasabi and I forgot her name. Crybaby girl's name. Oh man.
She's about to cry.
Anyway, I lost it. Lost all of a sudden. It looks like they were gonna try to fight. I mean, they looked like they were super weak, but they were definitely gonna try to help. And we saw the Sharingan come out from Sarada, so that the fight's going to be underway here soon. And then I don't know if it was just because Sky brought it up, but I also felt like there was a hint between that dude knowing oh wait. Never mind. I was thinking Binoculars guy Tosaka knew the twins, but of course he knew the twins. He probably made the necklaces for him. Yeah. I got confused there. But yeah. Like, he could just be looking for science. Maybe he's not even for power. Maybe he just wants to learn. He's just a curious fellow.
Well, one thing he said, it's all in the name of research, and then he says, undoubtedly, Jugo's curse mark is the original.
Yeah,
so maybe that's what he based his necklaces off
Yeah,
of.
exactly. Very well could have.
Which would lead me to believe that he's been studying him for a while.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. They weren't knocked out either. They look like they're kind of like paralyzed a little bit.
Did it even show Soigetsu?
Or
did it just show
It didn't.
Boruto?
No, it was just showing Boruto.
Let's see if we can pull him. Oh yeah, because he's just talking to Boruto. Oh, turn that down. I'm playing it through again. Yeah, Boruto. No, they're both kind of sitting up.
Yeah, they're both sitting up.
They're both kind of sitting up. It only shows Boruto looking up at him though, but they're both sitting up.
It'll show him down a little more.
Yeah, he's off to the left side.
This
of the
raptor
screen.
thing's freaky, man.
Oh, I know, dude. The raptor. Oh, dude, it looked really freaky.
It almost kind of looks like a transformer or like a Pokemon or something.
Yeah, dude, with the crazy hair thing too.
Uh-huh.
You know what's crazy is like they got the curse mark necklaces. And that lets him do not only just like the first transformation, but isn't that like the full transformation that we're seeing right now with the raptor? Isn't that like the third or the second? Because we had the Sound Ninja 4 do those originally, and they did at least 1 or 2 transformations. This might just be the second transformation.
Right, but they were bit though, weren't they?
Yeah, but I think it's the same process though.
You think?
Like where they do the transformations the same? Because when they fought Team 15 last episode, we did see them cover themselves in like the curse mark for a little bit, and then they just transformed into the raptor form.
Alright. Okay.
That's what I think anyway, but
Alright.
It looks like they're just going right into raptor form like it's not going to be no big deal. They're just going right for it, just like they did with Team 15.
Click.
Yep. I know. What kind of predictions you got for us, Jesse?
Let's see here. Well, we got New, who looks like a raccoon. So
he's a little baby,
not
isn't he?
helpful. Not looking helpful at all. He's looking like definitely like a squirrel almost.
Like a fat chipmunk.
Like a
Get a
fat
picture of him.
chipmunk, yes. With a, I don't know what that is on the back of its tail, but whatever it is, it's the tail. Jeez, man. I'm thinking, I mean, with New being like that.
I just pulled the picture up.
With New being like what he's looking like right here, how is he going to help?
I don't know, dude.
How is New going to help right there?
He's gonna go jump in his shorts or something, climb up the girl's skirt.
But they're raptors now. They don't got clothes.
Oh, okay, climb up the raptors.
He's going to climb up, he's going to crawl in the raptor.
Yeah, he's gonna bite their ears or something.
Ankle biters, pretty much. This thing is a chihuahua, man. Look at it. He's going to set it down, he's going to latch right onto the ankle.
It's like a lemur.
Yeah, it's like a lemur raccoon. Look at this thing.
He does have a
King
huge tail
Julian,
too.
Bro.
It is. It's King Julian's stepbrother. It's nasty.
I did not
if
even
that thing
notice
showed up on my
that.
doorstep, I'd step on it.
You wouldn't want to take it in or make it a pet or anything?
I'd put it in a bag and just whirl it around.
It'd be growling at him probably.
Yeah, put it in the bag and then beat, one of my brothers
Smack
or
it on the
sisters
ground.
over the head and then throw that thing,
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm thinking, kind of from what I'm looking at, I think Sarada, to be honest with you, I think she's got it handled. I mean, she does. I think with the Sharingan, it's going to be a lot easier for her to keep up, with the speed that this curse mark's going to give. I think she has her cha, as she would like to call it, where, she's got just incredible strength.
yeah. That's a good point you bring up, though, because I don't think we ever saw the Sharingan go against a curse mark thing, because Sasuke was the one with the curse mark.
Sasuke was, but yeah, and it looked like he was able to stop Jugo pretty, I mean,
Yeah,
he was
good
able
point,
to
good
stop
point,
a lot. Yeah. So I think with those movements, she'll be able to keep up. I'm thinking Karine's gonna have maybe some up her sleeve. I don't think she's got to surprise me because right now I'm thinking she's kind of like, if you need help, just come bite me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
something like that.
She'll probably play a support role, but I bet she's got some jutsu or something she's got.
Right.
I
But
mean,
looking at
yeah, she's got to do
this
something.
though, yeah. I mean, she's gonna probably. I mean, she might have some, but the thing is we were stating is Konohamaru and Mitsuki are still out and about. So even one of them, if they split up,
Yeah.
go into a fight, I mean, that's how big. Like, you don't understand. I know
Yeah.
Mitsuki is like a 10-year-old kid, but listen, he is, like I said, we all know what he can do. And Konohamaru, I mean, you know who he is. You know who he studied under. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know,
my
like
my
we know what
thoughts
they're
are,
about.
you did bring that up, and I had thought about this as well. Is Konohamaru and Mitsuki separating? I could see it happening with Mitsuki going after Boruto, and then Konohamaru going after the two Raptor twins. I mean, that would make
Yeah.
sense, like strategically, based on what we know about the other people, like Tosaka. We don't know if he's a ninja or anything, or if he's got any like different jutsus or anything. If that does
Right.
happen, then it might be bad if Konohamaru splits up. I'm sure Mitsuki could handle it, but I don't know about him by himself if he ends up being some crazy Jonin.
Right.
Mhm.
So how about this? You guys weren't prepared for this, so I'm just gonna kind of throw this in here. Let's let's incorporate. We'll call it a ballpark guess. You
Okay.
know.
Okay.
And what this is here is, I just want to know. It doesn't have to happen, but like I said, it's a ballpark guess. As long as it's kind of around kind of what's going on. What would you like to see? Like, come on. I mean, who would you like to? I mean, I'll start with my ballpark guess to kind of give you an idea here. Orochimaru shows up. You know what I mean? I think. I mean, they're kind of dabbling in his stuff a little bit. This guy's a scientist. Orochimaru's a scientist.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like a researcher. I mean, ballpark guess. I would like to see. We should call it maybe something else, like a ballpark goal or so. You know, maybe a long shot. We'll call
Out
it
of the
that.
ball- yeah,
a
long
long shot.
shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
a
that.
long shot. Let's call it a long shot. But so yeah, my long shot. Orochimaru shows up because this guy's kind of on his turf. He's getting a little too close. He's kind of already this close to Jugo. You know what I mean? He's got
Mhm.
Mitsuki around as well.
Yeah.
Like
good
you know
points.
what I'm saying? Like you're kind of poking the nest a little bit now. So and after a while of poking, a little bit, the queen bee could come out at any moment. So I'm just saying that's kind of my long shot that I'd like to see. I mean, if you guys think the same, cool. But I mean, I'd like to hear kind of what you guys would think. Someone who else could possibly show up, or what could happen. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, Cole, what are you thinking?
All right. I got two real quick, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Real quick, this one's gonna be the way out of the ballpark long shot.
It's all good.
Konohamaru activate Sage mode. It's the debut of his Sage mode. He's been training
Okay.
with the Sage Frogs. He's been learning at Mount Miyaboku. Anyway, I don't think that's gonna actually happen, but if it does, dang.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
The more in the ballpark, but still quite a long shot I could see happening is Sasuke coming by.
Okay.
Sasuke's got a lot of investments going on. Of course, he's got his daughter. He's got his student Boruto. He's got his best buddies Jugo and Karin and Suigetsu. He's got a lot of
Buddies.
assets in this.
Right.
I could,
Yeah.
and he's always out and about too. Like he could come.
Yeah.
That's my.
I mean,
that's
he's just
mine.
gotta activate his Renegon.
Yeah.
He's kind of he's here. So
That's right.
that's what's so crazy about that. No, I like that. I think that's really cool. I think definitely. I mean, he could, we could see maybe some. I just, it's just kind of thinking about. Again, we don't have to analyze, so it's fine. I mean, yeah, I would be cool, but I think it's a little down. Like you were saying, you already kind of knew, but the whole the Sasuke part. You're right. You're absolutely right. That's the only thing honestly missing from this
Yeah.
group is Sasuke. So thinking, what these guys are doing here in Boruto, yeah, we could definitely see that more than likely. All right, Sky, what are you thinking on your long shot here?
All right, so mine's kind of a long shot, but it could happen. Is the two girls that got the curse mark? They're walking. You could see that the curse mark's still kind of on their
Yeah.
bodies, not faded away. What I want to see them do is accidentally harness the power of the curse mark and
Okay.
start slaying.
Okay, I
Start
got
slaying
you.
the twin, and then kind of another prediction. It's not really a ballpark prediction, but something else that was mentioned at the very end of that, at the end of the episode thing, kind of like what's going to happen next is one of the Raptor twins says, "So the mission was all for nothing, like it was all a lie." So I'm
Yeah.
thinking that the Raptor twins, at least one of them, either Karin got to him, or was it her? I think the girl was with the girls, and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
And then
girl
the
with
other
the
guy
girls
went
and
with
the
the-
yep, Team 15.
Cool. Well, I can't remember if it was the girl or the boy that said that, but one of the Raptor twins said that. So I'm thinking that the Raptor twins, one, if not both of them, switches over to the good side. So
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Side
That could definitely
change.
be a long shot.
that'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
that'd be super interesting. Yeah, I just wanted to incorporate, something like this that would kind of get you kind of thinking.
like
I
it.
mean, just to
I
throw
like
some
it.
stuff out. It seems
no,
super
I like
cool.
it too.
So yeah. So, anyways, Cole, what do we got next here? Are we finishing up?
Well,
or-
yeah, I think that's it, everybody. Any
Okay.
last thoughts? I don't really have any last thoughts.
I mean, I think we're pretty good. It's looking good. We're getting there. We are getting there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and stretch it to one more episode. She's crying this next one, right? Like you've seen it right there. She's right there. Like, look at that.
I want to
She's
see
gonna
the
get punched in the
cosplay.
2 to
gut.
3 episodes, man. I remember myself. I think I said 2 to 3, and then maybe next episode I said 3 to 4 or something like that. We'll see. We'll give it a shot.
I remember her
see
name.
what's
It's
going on.
Namida. Namida.
Namida.
There we
you
go. I got it.
There
I got
you
it.
go. Yeah, good job. A little late there, pal. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, I think I really do like those long shots. The episode overall was really cool.
Yeah.
Again, this has come a long way from Shippuden or Naruto. Just in general, it's come a long way, and it's really cool. And I'm excited. Like as far fetched as these stories go, like it's still got my attention. You know what I mean? Like it still hasn't felt like this guy can do this. It's kind of like, oh wow. It's still like they're incorporating things like the curse mark. But look at these things, you know what I mean? They just don't even look human, So, no, yeah, I think it's cool.
I would say this is out of the whole arc. I would say this is probably one of my favorite episodes. Either this one or the Konohamaru Jugo fight. I really like that fight.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
I don't know. I would agree with you, Jesse. This is definitely getting to a climax here in this arc, and it's going to be cool to see how it comes to an end. See what other twists come, but. I don't know. I mean, I've definitely enjoyed it so far. So, and I'd have to agree with you too on the whole. I know a lot of people are hating on the whole Boruto anime in general, saying, "Oh, it's there's too much filler, or nothing's progressing, or whatever." I think they've done a really good job. They're telling pretty compelling narratives. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Definitely.
they're definitely they're like side episodes. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't really pertain to the main story as a whole, but I don't know, they're pretty compelling, and it's cool to see characters like Karin and Suigetsu and Jugo come back and see them again with new powers and to develop new relationships with these new characters that we've all come to grow.
I definitely
Right.
agree. Like when I first started
Yeah.
watching Boruto, I'd never expect these three to hang out with Boruto and his pals. I really would never expected that. And honestly, this is like the second time we've gotten them. I mean, Mitsuki
Yeah.
kind of hangs out with them a little bit. Sarato's hanging out with them a little bit. Now, it got Boruto, his best buds with Jugo now too. So
Yeah.
we do got a little bit of it all. It's kind of cool. I agree though.
I think on that note, is just all the people that are newer, and have jumped onto Boruto, and it's kind of like, these feel like you're saying a lot of them are. I think a lot of the new people are saying that because I feel like a lot of these old people that have been here for a while. I mean, this is building the character, right? Like this is filling everything out. You're not gonna. You watch, like I said before when we first started, you watch these animes and you're kind of like, okay, you get a kind of a gist. All right, his favorite color is blue. He hates zombies, and his weakness is like dogs. You know what I mean? It's kind of that's it. And he goes out killing things. Like that's cool. Here we're learning families, we're learning backgrounds, we're learning powers, their likes, dislikes. Like slowly and overall, like just it's filling the character out, and it's cool because we know Jugo and we know his past. You know what I mean? Like we know Karin's past, we know Suigetsu's past. You know, like somewhat, right? But that's just what's cool. It's just we know these guys' past. You know what I mean? So when we take a look at them, you know, for new people, it's kind of like, oh, this guy's got a curse mark. But
Yeah.
for people who have stuck with that and developed that story, you know, he was in a prison. You know, he was locked up. He was a murderer. That's all he had on his mind because of that. You know what I mean? It's just, but you know, some people don't know that, and that's what's cool. Is just filling these characters out so we know. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
We know what they were about, and if it ever comes to a better end, it feels, you know, it sucks, but it's kind of warming knowing who they were, what they ended up being. Shout out Neji, you know, it's like, it's just saying, like, we know, you know, and what maybe they could have done is always that, you know, that just holds on to you, like, what could they have done at this age, you know, what Neji would have been like, what would, you know, Jiraiya have been like, you know, it's just stuff like that just would never be, and it's this is what Naruto's offering. So and on that note, sorry, I didn't want to go too crazy.
It's good. That was good.
Yeah, it's just, again, it's just, if you're watching this, I mean, just feel these characters and get a little emotion to it. I mean, come on, you know, you're watching this, you're spending time. If it's something to fill your head, turn on like Ellen DeGeneres or something like come on, you know, like just turn on something else, like, you know.
See, that's the thing too, though, with Boruto. Like, this is after Naruto. This is after we've already seen these characters, you know, in 100 episodes. So of course, somebody that's a longtime fan, they're going to enjoy these episodes because, like you're saying, Jesse, we've seen what they've gone through, and you know, you see that there's different connections that are made because it was Sarada's dad that brought Jugo out of the prison, you know, busted him out of there, kind of took him under control and made him humane almost, you know what I mean? And it's you need to, if you are listening or watching this right now and you have not seen Naruto or Naruto Shippuden, you need to go watch those. Like, it's really good. And this is what I would say, this anime is like, I would say 80% of it is like character building, you know what I mean? Growing to love and hate characters, and then when you watch these fillers, they're not fillers, you know what I mean? It's another part of the story. That's what it is. So
exactly, yeah. I mean, it's filling everything out. So yeah,
I agree. I mean, that's why we end up with our favorite characters because you love what you see from them. You love to see the different ways they interact with all the other favorite characters too. It is definitely Naruto. I mean, they got so many characters in this show. It just keeps expanding. That's what's great.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Well, great, everybody. That's going to do it for this episode of TalkNoJutsu Podcast. Thank you, Skylar and Jesse, for coming on and talking some Boruto with me.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yep, no problem.
I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode, have enjoyed the latest episode of Boruto. Next week, we're going to be doing the episode as well. You can feel free to leave any comments you like in the comment section below. You can tweet at us at talknojutsupodcast, and you can send us an email at talknojutsu.cast@gmail.com. Feel free to let us know anything you have, any thoughts you might have. We'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks again. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night or have a great morning, whatever time of day it is for you guys. We'll see you later. Peace.
See ya.
Yeah.